All right, another great lesson. Technically, I had it actually yesterday. I forgot to do my recording, but another great lesson with, I forget his name. Gabriel. Another great lesson with Gabriel. Again, I was super surprised at just how much Spanish I was able to comprehend. There were a couple of questions that he asked that I had to get him to repeat it. It was like I got bits and pieces of it, but I didn't get the whole thing. But then when I got him to repeat it, he did sort of say it a little bit slower, and I was able to get it. In the beginning, it's okay for me to have these kinds of issues where people say things too quickly and I don't understand. Over time, once I tune my ear to the language, then it doesn't matter how fast they say it, I'll understand and I'll be able to hopefully provide an answer. But quite a bit of our conversation was understood by me. Quite a bit of our conversation, I was able to use the Spanish that I knew. Again, he was new to me, so I was able to sort of get through my introductions and say like what I did for work pretty easily. So I would say, as far as saying where I'm from, where I live, what I like about Toronto, what I do for work, whether or not I like it, and that type of a thing, those sort of conversational points, I wouldn't say that I'm awesome in them, but I'm pretty close to getting there where it feels more natural. Still, I don't feel that I've reached a point as of yet where the language feels incredibly natural, but I am seeing that I'm getting there. So that's really exciting. And I also made a point based on the suggestion that I got from the other tutor. I made the point of asking about the conversational lessons. So it was really good. I don't know if we actually officially did that, but what we did do, which I really liked and I thought was really beneficial, is he would give me a sentence in English and then he would ask me to translate that sentence in Spanish. So it really had me using that vocabulary, really had me thinking about the language. Of course, the natural tendency to want to translate and replace every Spanish word or replace every English word with a Spanish word, that tendency is still there. So I'm really trying hard to break that habit. But I did find that exercise to be quite beneficial in terms of, okay, this is how I say it in English, now say it in Spanish. And there were a couple of things that we tend to get into our conversation sometimes because there was a few things that we were able to relate to each other on. So that was really exciting. Of course, those parts were in English. But there were a couple of times when I would say something and then he says, okay, now say it in Spanish. And that was really fun. So I'm really liking how things are going. This journey is just super awesome. And every day I feel like I'm learning more and more. I'm still watching the Spanish language television show. And I'm really excited about where things are going to unfold for it because the show is crazy. The intrigue, the manipulations, all the things that are happening is really exciting. So I'm just really curious to see where the show goes. And then I'm also curious to see how things progress for me. So I'm really looking forward to my next lesson, which will probably be sometime next week. But in terms of my progress, I'm feeling a lot better about my progress. I'm also feeling a lot more comfortable in the classroom, which is something I haven't really felt for quite some time. Every time I've gone into the classroom, I've felt awkward or uncomfortable or super nervous. And lately, I'm not really feeling those nerves. So I think that also sort of helps me to sort of clear my mind and just be natural with it. So we'll see.